I haven't manually sorted out emails in 6 months. I walk into every sales call knowing more about the company than the lead expects. I send proposals within an hour of our call ending, and I post content every single day across different social media platforms. And then every time I need leads, new leads, I get them sitting in a Google Sheet. I have 5 AI systems that practically run most of my business while I focus on the work that really matters. So today I'm going to be showing you some of those systems, showing you what each of them does, what the results look like, and exactly how they work under the hood. Let's go. Hi, I'm Abby. I'm your AI automation specialist that helps your business generate more revenue while improving efficiency. Let's go. I filmed one YouTube video last week, and by the time I was done, I already had 2 LinkedIn carousels, 3 infographics, and captions for every platform, all generated automatically. So that's my content pipeline. I put one video in and then I get a full week of content out. So I don't need to sit down on Sunday and batch 15 posts. No. And I don't need to also sit down and start staring at a blank screen, wondering what I was going to write. So I filmed the video and the system handles the rest. Here is the video I filmed, and here is what came out the other side. 2 carousels, one with key takeaways, which you can find here, and then the second one with a step-by-step framework, which is here as well. Then 3 infographics, a cheat sheet, a framework diagram, and then a stats comparison. And then I also get caption for LinkedIn, Instagram, for every single asset. That is 7 days of content from one recording session. Here is how I built a skill called a video content repurposer. It's a set of instructions, like I told you the other time. So it has a skill markdown file, which you can see on the screen. And then it has a Python script that actually does the work. And everything runs in Claude Code. So what happens is that I give it a YouTube URL, and then it pulls the transcript automatically. It analyzes the content, it extracts the key takeaways, and then identifies the framework. It also pulls out stats and quotable lines from the entire script. And then from there, it generates the carousels. It also generates infographics as well as the captions for each of the social media platforms. Now, so that's what you can see here. The hardest part of content isn't creating it, it's showing up consistently. And you need every help you can get to actually do that. So, this system removes the showing up problem. So, I just need to film. The system then will handle every other thing. I had a call some days ago with a prospect, and within minutes of getting on the call, I had referenced their recent funding round. I mentioned a LinkedIn post that their CEO wrote last week, and then pointed out some of their hiring news, which is exactly the pain I saw. And then they said, "You've done your homework." And I smiled because I knew that I did not take more than 5 minutes to get that prep done. My system did the rest. So before I get on any sales call, I usually get a 1 page brief: who the company is, what they do, how big they are, what's happening right now in there. Is it funding? Is it hiring? Is it launches? Who am I meeting? What do they care about? Who exactly are they? And exactly how what I offer maps to their pain. So I get that some minutes before the call. So I walk into those meetings knowing more than most people know about their own client. Here is what the brief looks like. So you can see that this is a brief for Jim. You can see the name of the CEO, the company summary, the recent signals, the person I am meeting, their background, what the post about, all that you can see there. Then the pain mapping, which was what I mentioned earlier. So their likely pain, what I offer is then also written there, as well as the proof points. That's also there. So that's the cheat sheet for the entire call. So here is the system that powers it. I built a skill called sales call prep. So, and then we have three scripts there. So if you open this, you see three scripts. So the first one actually researches the company, searches the web, pulls data, and then structures everything into a JSON. And then the second one researches the person, their role, their career history, what the post about. The third one takes the research outputs and then maps them to what I offer and then generates the script. And that's what you can actually see in this instruction. So you put in the company name and then you get the one-page brief. Before now, I used to spend 30 minutes researching before every call. What if I have like 3 to 5 calls a day? That's like my whole morning gone. Now it's just about 2 to 3 minutes per call. And then the prep is even better than anything I could have generated manually myself. So this system doesn't just save time, it makes me better at sales. So that's 2 out of 5 systems: video repurposing, sales call prep, and then the other ones, which I mentioned at the beginning: proposal generator, weekly content generation, and lead generation, which was the skill I showed you in my last video. So those were 5 things that used to eat up my entire week. Now they run in the background while I focus on the work that actually matters: talking to the clients, closing deals, building the business. And here is the thing: I am not special. I did not go to MIT. I just got tired of spending 80% of my time on things that were not making me money. So I built systems to handle them. So you don't need all 5 today. All you need to do is to pick the one that hurts the most, the thing you waste the most time on every week. Build that one first. Once it is running and you've measured the success, come back and build the next connected thing. If you need help building this or setting this up for your business, send me a mail, connect with me on LinkedIn, or book a call. The link is in the description, and I'll be ready to work with you on that. See you in the next one. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. You never know what comes next. And then you can always tell me what you want to see in my next video. Thank you. Bye for now.